Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. Good to see you. Hopefully you're all doing very well and having an awesome day. And I thank you for all of your incredible support. There has been a subtle change in today's episode, and that involves our position here at Milan. I want to try something. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've changed our position from cam to right midfield, and you'll see how it's affected the team. Essentially, all we've done is role swapped with Bernardo. He'll play a bit deeper in centre midfield, whilst we have the creative freedom of being right wing. Now, the change, I don't plan on making it a change permanently, just for a bit of fun. See how we get on today playing at right wing, and of course I can change back to cam whenever I wish to do so. So let's see how we do perform in this new position today. We have played there before though, so it's nothing new to us. And when we were playing cam, we were kind of popping up on the wing a lot anyway. With that being said, if you missed the previous episode, go back, check it out. We smashed Sevilla over in Spain for a wonderful 5-0 victory. And today we take on Lazio for the first game of the day, before we'll then have Cagliari, Pisa, and then we welcome Sevilla to the San Siro for our 4th Champions League group stage match. As usual though, 500 likes would be incredible on this episode. There was also a few comments asking about our contract and what we need to do here at Milan in order to get a new deal for next season. That is our current, objectives. I have gone ahead actually as well, and I'll show you our team, our kind of path. I've put it at Real Madrid, and so far, we are close. We just need to improve the standing tackles. And if we take a look at our recommendations, we've got Arsenal, Manchester United, and Man City. So there is scope to go to the Premier League at some point in the future. And by the end of the series, I do want to win it all. So we will most likely be going to Germany, to Spain, to the Premier League. So yeah, we'll see what happens for the future. For now, though, it's time to get into game against Lazio. And like I mentioned, Bernardo playing that deeper centre midfield role, we take our spot at right wing. Bernardo towards Leao. You can see Leao here now finds Wahi. Wahi with a cross back post. We're there to meet it. Oh, side netting. I mean, I thought that was going bottom corner and actually saw the ball late. It did come over that defender who I initially expected to win the header, but that's no excuse. We've got to be hitting the target from there. First chance of the game wasted. Moreira, now Ederson, back the way of Moreira. Lazio probably have had more of the ball in this first half than Milan so far, but they are yet to really create a chance. We're seeing this because Milan do remain quite patient defensively. Schürrle, though, will have his pocket picked here by Politano. This is a real opportunity, given away wastefully. But we just can't clear our lines. What are we doing? Politano! We are not clearing our lines well at all. You saw in that sequence, there was 3 moments where twice it was Schürrle actually losing the ball. Just didn't seem to have a pass out at all. And then instead of going long, opted to just lose it. And Lazio are gifted a goal. Mingueza, Evanilson. Politano went down actually, and I don't know why, but it's lost out here. And Leao can take us forwards. It's myself, Wahi and Leao. Literally the front 3 of Milan are the only 3 attacking. Now we do have support arriving from midfield, but unfortunately for us, Saliba has come away with it. Hernandez can win that header. Now Bernardo to Benacer, to Wahi. Wahi spins, does well. Couldn't get the ball though, the way of Rafa Leao. In step Moreira. 8 minutes to go until half time, and underwhelming from Milan, you've got to say that, but also just a mistake made at the back. Literally the difference. Turn away from the challenge of Garcia. Now can drive into the space, can we? Well, we can. We get there as well ahead of the next challenge. It's got to go right-footed. The cross, it's gone in. Mingueza gets there. Tielemans away. Evanilson wins that ball. We're second to the second ball every time, it feels like, at the moment. And I am booked as well, so I've got to be careful here as I'm going over to try and win it back. Been a real struggle of a game for myself and the Milan players. Nobody really is playing well at all. I mean, you can see I'm playing at a 5.7 match rating right now, which is not ideal. And this switch to the right-hand side has not been a great first game. And it's not to say that it's anybody's fault, because as a team, Milan are just not playing well here. Lazio, you could say, lucky to be in front with the way the goal's gone in, but they have then pretty much controlled the rest of the game. They haven't really needed to create much else because Milan are flat. That should have been Rafa Leao coming away with the ball, and somehow it's not. It's resulted in a Lazio chance, and it's had to be saved by the youth. This is nice. We've got it through for Wahi. His touch, though, takes him wide. I don't think the touch was necessary. And you know what? I'm being subbed off here. And that hasn't added to any more of my frustration than to say that I don't really know how to change this. Because Milan as a whole, as a unit, have been poor. Final 2 minutes of this game. And Hernandez keeps hold of it. Finds Reinders. Back the way of Theo Hernandez. Formations all over the place as we try and search for a way back into this. That ball through from Hernandez finds Wahi! And in the 90th minute, Milan have got an equaliser. Which you could say, from the way the game's gone, Lazio haven't created enough to warrant a win. But Milan haven't necessarily been good enough to draw. So it's that really weird situation we find ourselves in, where we've probably got away with one here. But at the same time, Lazio haven't done enough to win the game. So, I think, on reflection, a draw is probably a fair result. But it's taken a 90th minute rescue from Wahi to give us a point here. And that is the full-time whistle. Lazio 1, Milan 1 is the score from the San Siro. For now, sticking with the position change at right wing. If it doesn't go to plan here, we'll drop back into midfield, allow Silva to go back out wide and try and control that midfield, which we didn't really do against Lazio well at all. Chance here for Cagliari, and it should have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0. So let off for Milan. Prelec drags the shot just wide. Fresneda, now Ruben Diaz into Benacer. Benacer finds Bentancur. It's now Bentancur, turns straight into danger. We're just not protecting this ball. I think I need to return back to centre midfield to try and essentially get control of the midfield, which is not there for AC Milan at the moment. Ball here for Bentancur to Leao. Leao finds Bernardo. Bernardo finds myself. Had to stop and take it in my stride though. Turn to play Wahi. Wahi's done really well, but can he get something at the end of this in the way of a delivery? Wahi goes back to Fresneda. Fresneda back for Wahi. Wahi now lifts it in. There's Leao! Best moment of the half from Milan. Saved by the goalkeeper. Charged down here by Leao and by Wahi. And it's Wahi. And now it's Bentancur. Bentancur finds me our first touch. And when the goal is gaping like that, there's no mistake. It had to be a goal, and it was. Cagliari forced into the mistake by the Milan press. And with 30 minutes to go, we do have our noses in front here. And since the start of the second half, the press has been on from Milan. We have forced them into a few mistakes. The last couple of times, though, we haven't been able to punish them. This time we have. Simple finish with the finesse shot. This is the thing, though, with Cagliari. They have to be careful. They've got two centre-backs back here. And Wahi is chasing them. And if they do lose it, it's a real problem for them. Now Hernandez putting the next bit of press on. Now Leao. You can see this is the situation Milan want to be in, as we now are the one charging down the play. But if they do break the press, we could be in trouble. Hernandez. That ball's deflected, and unfortunately deflected straight to a Cagliari player, as it'll go forward for them. Prelec on the turn, who shot early on in this one, very nearly gave Cagliari the lead. But now they find themselves a 0-0 down as we're running at them. Ball roll back inside. Wahi is through. It is Wahi to double our advantage and take home the points. And we will do just that. 8 minutes from time, Milan have got the 3 points. Peters, nice. We're onside as well. The offside flag stays down into the area. Back across. There's Leao. It's 3. Right at the end of this one, we get our third. We are seeing us a bit more active in this one then at the right-hand side. But I don't really know if it's anything we wouldn't have been able to do from centre midfield. We have got a goal and now 2 assists. So we've had a say on this match. And we weren't able to do that against Lazio. So full-time whistle goes. Milan back to winning ways. And if you are wondering how you do change your position in My Player Career mode, you go to Edit Pro. Then go to position. I'm back to playing centre attacking midfield here. So I have changed it. But you just change your role here and your position there if you wish to do so. And then to save your manager rating points so that you don't lose them, if you just press advance, you keep your manager rating points. I think if you press B, or is it circle on PlayStation, it'll take you out and then ask to save your changes. And if you click yes, I'm pretty certain you lose the manager rating points unless that's been patched. But yeah, click advance and you keep your manager rating points the same, so you can start the next game as well. As we face Pisa at home, we have to win this. Simple as that. We're expected to win it. Fresneda. Now Ruben Diaz. Ruben to Benacer. Benacer finds myself. As we are allowed to turn away and look out wide to the left for Hernandez. Here's that ball out towards him. Now Bentancur. It's bounced here for Theo Hernandez. Very lucky. Leao there to finish. Milan in front. It was a fortunate bounce when the ball bounced back for Hernandez. But he picks out a beautiful ball back inside, and the finish is just as exquisite. As we are back into centre midfield, it will be good and handy, I suppose, at times this season to be able to change myself and Bernardo Silva around to really confuse defences. But already in this game against Pisa, as you'd expect us to be, midfield a lot more control with us in it. Then again, no disrespect to Pisa, they are one of the weaker sides in Serie A. Leao, Moukoko, we're supporting him. Moukoko just slides it into my path. And over on this left-hand side is Leao. Leao back inside for Moukoko. It's got to be 2-0 Milan. We are overplaying this, though, incredibly. Incredibly. Just somebody has to shoot before the ball reaches me, and then I panicked and shot anyway. That's the sort of level that you see sometimes from us when you just think, why are we passing the extra 1-2 passes? Once the ball goes back into Moukoko, I expected him to finish, and then when he finds Bernardo Silva, you expect him to shoot, but still we pass. Bentancur with a nice ball. We are in space. Brought it down as well. Now space to move into here. Still got Bernardo supporting on the right. We are still centrally for him as well. What's he going to do from here? Bernardo does play the ball back towards me. Maybe a bit of trickery as we shift it onto that left side. Tried to find the finish. Wasn't in the corner. Ortiz straight at him, but he makes a good enough save. Concedes the corner, which AC Milan will happily have. Can we make something of this, though, is the question. Lifted in at pace. There's Schürrle. Force the header. And Ortiz is there again. Estevez ball just before half-time. Pisa haven't had a shot. What's the likelihood their first one results in a goal? Well, they don't even get to shoot there because Schürrle steps in to make the challenge. That'll do us for the first half of football. Milan 1, Pisa 0 at the break. Would like another goal, though, to make sure of this, although we have had the better of that first half. Change for Milan with Wahi coming on. Leao is the player making way for him. So Wahi will play out on this left-hand side. Moukoko still centrally. And here is Bernardo. Bernardo to Reinders. Reinders inside for myself. Bernardo's carried on his run. We'll play Moukoko. Moukoko to Bernardo. Still players back behind the ball for Pisa, as you'd expect. Not really trying to get themselves back an equaliser because they know a second goal. And Milan pretty much have done this. So they're trying to remain really compact. And just hope for something on the counter. It's Wahi on the turn. And he does get his shot away. It never really was worrying Ortiz. That's a great challenge from us. That's a great challenge. Read it like a book. Now Moukoko. Bernardo. Moukoko. He's still got support through Bernardo. Now he does find him. It's Bernardo Silva to Benacer to myself. Thought about the shot. It was blocked. We'll keep hold of it though. And now Benacer to Bentancur, who will get his shot away. Ortiz straight at him. Saves it easily. 8 minutes from time. Milan are looking for this second, which, scoreline-wise, it doesn't look great when you're only beating Pisa by a goal to 0, but at the same time, we've had nothing to really deal with in the way of a chance for them, so it's been fairly routine. Bernardo, Moukoko, make this 2, can't provide it. Imagine the scenes now if Pisa can do this with 30 seconds left on the clock, as they're on the edge of the area. Easy enough for Bade, though, and that will do us into the game in the Champions League. And from the balance of this game and the first one against Lazio, we haven't really seen a lot from us in terms of attacking intent, or rather attacking end product. It was better in the second game, and after scoring 5 over in Spain, you'd expect this to be a victory for us, but in the way we've played today, I'm not so sure. We'll find out though. Quick look then at the Champions League group. 3 teams all on 6 points. Sevilla, the only side yet to pick up a single point. 11 shots in that previous game against Pisa, but just the 1 goal scored. So as I mentioned, attacking intent was there, the attacking end product, not so much. Against Sevilla tonight, we have to take our chances. There's just something about the Champions League, especially in knockout rounds. You just can't beat games in the Champions League knockouts. And at the moment, we aren't there. So we want to be, and we've got to do everything we can to make sure our name is in the draw. And Sevilla will be looking for some kind of response from the result back in Spain, because without kind of buttering anything up, it was quite the demolition job of Milan. It was quite embarrassing, really, for Sevilla. So they definitely need to respond, as I've somehow ended up falling over here trying to win back the ball. It's Goncalves here on the left-hand side. Pedro Goncalves into the area of Milan. Now finds Bove. Back the way of Pedro Goncalves. Out to Vitinha. One back by AC Milan. Now a chance to go forwards. We're away from one challenge, as we are trying to find an opening to find the pass, which hasn't come our way yet. So we'll recycle possession. Oh, Schürr's wrong-sided here. Dabo. This could be an opportunity for Sevilla. And somehow it's gone all the way into the back of Milan's goal. It looked like it should have been dealt with. I don't know how they've got the lead here. I have to see this again, because I have a sneaky suspicion that we're just not set in goal as the shot came through. Schürr's gets wrong-sided, tries to make it back, then just backs off way too much. Yeah, that should have been saved. And it should have been prevented first before the shot even came in anyway. We're looking a little bit lost for ideas at this moment in time. Leao, ball goes in. Away by Gattoni. We've won the header. Bentancur trying to shoot. It was then blocked, and now Bove to take it away. It's Bove for Sevilla, who are frustrating us a little bit, you could say. And he turns back inside. Who's picking up Gattoni? Nobody. Now Goncalves, back out for Bove. Over with him is Fresneda. As Fresneda goes 1v1. That's come off Bove last. No, it hasn't. Sevilla corner. Need to go in at half-time, just 1-0. Cannot concede a second. It's Vitinha and Goncalves going short. Hernandez wins it, and that will do us for the first half. But Milan look like they're struggling for ideas a little bit here. Oh, Gattoni. Mistake made. Right at the start of the second half. Milan looking to punish. Oh, come on. Do you know what? The first half, we had 0 shots. I can't believe that's gone wide. Here is Bernardo. We've spotted him and found him. But there's still so many Sevilla players behind the ball. It's Bernardo Silva here for AC Milan. Still got it. Cross goes in. There's Leao's header. Ramiro tips it onto the bar. Bentancur reacts the quickest. And San Siro finds its voice in what is quite simply a remarkable equaliser. Leao's powerful header. Ramiro does enough to push it onto the crossbar. But it's Bentancur who reacts the quickest out of anybody in the penalty area. Diving header into a free goal. Milan 1, Sevilla 1. I mean, it's by no means still the result Milan would have been hoping for. But at least we've seen them get something back. Fresneda. Nicely done. Benacer finds me. Look at the run there. Look at the run of Salamiekas. He's now found Wahi. Wahi has done exceptionally well. Can Milan nick this? Can we steal a result? Wahi crosses. There's Leao! Oh my goodness! Can they nick it? Can they steal it? Yes, they can. And it's Rafa Leao who gets there. Ramiro's in no man's land. He hasn't got a clue. And there is a free header. And Milan somehow are 2-1 up. And the strange thing about all this is that after going 2-1 up, that's when the boss has put us on ultra-attacking. Literally, we just scored the second goal, and now we've gone to ultra-attacking. I don't know. What I do know, though, is with a minute to go, Milan, who were really poor in the first half here, 0 chances, are looking at the victory at 2-1 to take us to 9 points after 4 Champions League fixtures. Wonder what happened with Galatasaray and Bayern Munich, but full time here at the San Siro. 2 goals in 8 minutes mean that, look at the fans, we have managed to get the victory here. Bayern Munich did beat Galatasaray 3-1, so they are second right now, and no team is yet to qualify. Still all to play for. We are joint top of the Serie A with Napoli, but ahead on goal difference, as you can see right there. And that, my friends, is where today's episode will be brought to a close. A massive thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. 500 likes is the target. If you aren't around here, like what you see, subscribe, activate the notification bell as well so you don't miss any of the future videos on the channel. And I shall see you all for the next video very, very soon. Until then, take care, stay safe, look after each other. Have a great day, have a great evening. Adios!